Okay, what's up people? Welcome back to the second part of this kind of two-part lesson teaching video montage replay thingy. First three lessons we saw keeping track of what your opponent is doing. Don't let Zer go nuts, it will bite you in the bum. Lesson 2 we saw if you have a plan, stick to it, and to a certain extent micro, it kind of helps in certain situations. Lesson 3, knowing when your opponent is at their weakest. This lesson, we're going to be focusing more on decision making, a little embarrassing thing of knowing the game. It might sound really weird, but this game, I thought, I remember seeing on a stream, oracles look pretty good, they can do a lot of early harassment. Let's do that. So I went for like a one gate, Stargate oracle build thing. I have no idea how an oracle works. I didn't know its attacks worked off of energy. I didn't know you had to activate the purification beam, or whatever it's called. So I messed this up. To be fair though, I still shouldn't have lost. I say that. I'm sure a lot of people say in those games, I shouldn't have lost that. It was my game. Yeah, whatever. But if I was playing this, like after months of playing, I would have won this like, with ease. I made poor decisions. I absolutely played fantastic. I was so happy with myself at the start, as you will see. I'm just going to speed this up because nothing here at the moment is important. I don't know why I put this pylon here. I remember being used to doing that beforehand, building a pylon and just like distracting people if they were going for an expansion. But this guy's going for a Baneling Bust because he thinks I'm going for a Forge Fast Expand. Because why wouldn't you? You're a Protoss on this map, but you have this choke. Like, why wouldn't you Forge Fast Expand? I'd get a sentry out. It was a gut feeling for me to get a sentry. I don't usually get sentries, but I got one because I've only got a cellar. I don't have much to hold the ramp. I've got to hold the ramp somehow. And lucky for me I do, because he's got a ton of Banelings. And let me just slow this down, because this was just fantastic on my part. Like, okay, so I got my Oracle out. I've got two Oracles out, actually. I still have no idea how they worked. So, oh, look at that force field. Look at that force field. I'm so good at this game. Like, please. Just put me in Grandmaster League right now. So I send these two Oracles out. I have no idea how these things work. And they just die. And I was like, well, did that even do anything? How do you do what? Units lost? It's L? No, that's not what I want. Control L? No, wait, I've lost this. I haven't done this in a while. Control R, that's what it is. I killed 3 workers for 1 Oracle, not really worth it. At this point he just does like a massive long run by, and I'm like, oh screw it, I'll just go attack. And it was the wrong decision evidently, because he's got links, I've got a few units. Like, I microed this poorly. I can see all of this appearing. I don't do anything to prepare for it. I should have pulled back to like this kind of area around here. I will do it, but not before I lose all my units like this. In the meantime, I have like an Oracle trying to do damage, but it needs like 25 energy. So he just cleans that up and just goes and kills me. It's like GG. Like, the game's over here. Like, I'll just speed this up. Like, he comes into the tower, like, I kill him like that. And like, that was it. Oh yeah, he sends like one more wave because I can't get anything at this point. So, lesson for this one. I know it was a weird replay, but it was a weird game for me. Trust me. Decision making, knowing when you should just say screw it, this idea was stupid. Let's transition into something. And when you should just go, okay, screw it, let's go attack them, just box everything and just go kill them. Turns out going and killing them didn't really work that time. Any other game, I'm sure it would have worked, but this time it didn't. It didn't pay off for me. I know on a better day, when I was just doing a normal build, I could have easily beaten this guy. Fortunately I didn't. That's how the game goes. But we have learnt the lesson of decision making, and I have learnt that I need to know what an Oracle does and how to use it effectively, because clearly that was not the way to use it, because I lost one and I only killed 3 workers and that was just absolutely pointless. So on to lesson 5 and our final replay. I'll see you guys in that one. Okay, fifth and final replay. That's what I was trying to say. English me speako. Okay, this one, it was my last one. It was about 11 o'clock at night. I had to get up for work in the morning. I was like, okay, let's just 4-gate. Screw it, we're gonna do it. And it sounds cheesy, and that's the lesson for today. Cheese is not a bad thing. cheese every game, because then you're not going to learn anything past the first 10 minutes of a game. Some people will say, oh, I never cheese, I'm far too good for that. I like to macro up to 6 bases and play for 1 hour straight every single time. Well, screw those people, basically. You know? Sometimes you just want to cheese. Like 4-gate is a legit strat in my books. If I see somebody pull off a 4-gate, GG to them, you know? Still requires a fair degree of control to pull off properly. And that's the second half of this lesson, is knowing build orders. It's all good and well doing a build, but if you don't know how many probes you should have, I've got technically 15 roughly here. That's about a good amount. If you're doing a Korean 4-gate, then it's like half that number, but that's for another day. This is just standard 4-gate, like we saw it in the last video. This one probably wasn't as smooth, not a problem, you know. I've still got the probe over here. Lesson for the Zerg, scout, put an overlord here. Would have easily seen. I was a bit afraid to put a pylon here because I knew that most people put an overlord here, but this guy didn't. Hey, free win for me, whatever, I don't care. Shoot me. So, build orders, build orders, build orders, build orders. Study them, learn them, practice them over and over and over. Doesn't matter how many times you lose, as long as you are learning from them. That's the whole point of these 2 videos, is that you learn from your mistakes. Know why you lost, know what went wrong. Don't just say, oh, well, he outplayed me. Why did he outplay you? There must have been something you could have done better. I mean, like, this guy didn't stand a chance, if I'm honest, when I did my 4-gate. If I'm honest, I like doing 4-gates. You know, warping 4 zealots here. Da-da-doo here, walking here. At this point, Queen's dead, 3 drone kills. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, it's got 18 to 20 wins. Whatever, I don't care. I've got units. I do damage, it's fun. Take out the expansion. As soon as that expansion goes down, like, okay, game over. That's my game right here. And that's basically it. Which brings me to a bonus. Oh, that's right. You guys get bonuses from me. I'll take out a date, whatever. You guys get a bonus from me. And we're even going to come out of a replay. You finally get to see something that isn't part of the game from my computer, which I think is a first. I don't think I ever put menus up on my channel. Where was I going to go? I was going to go matchmaking. Where's my ladder? I don't know how you view ladders yet. Here we go. No, that's not why I want ladders. Where is it? Career summary? No. We want match history. Can anybody see match history just yet? Or is it just me? There it is. Match history. I started playing this game at 44 weeks. Was the last one I did. So we come back. Okay, so I did my 5 4v4 placements, lost all of them. Then I lost another one. And another one. And then I won 3 and I was happy. And then I did another one and I lost and I was sad. And then I decided to do these videos, so I had to do the 1v1s. Played all of them back to back. You know, I lost the first one. And ladder anxiety is one thing that gets most people in StarCraft 2. What it is you want to queue up for it, but you're so afraid that you're going to lose, and you're going to lose points, and you're going to go down in the ladder, and everybody's going to laugh at you. Everybody has their own kind of way of dealing with ladder anxiety. Mine is mostly to do recordings of them, so it stops me from raging, because obviously you guys don't want to see that, it's not very pretty. That's my way around it. It's just like, okay, it's a game, if we lose it, whatever, go on to the next one. It's weird to get used to, but as soon as you find what does it for you, is keep at that. Keep on that. I mean, everybody loses. There has to be a winner and there has to be a loser. The sooner you accept that, and the sooner you accept that you are going to lose some games, the sooner ladder anxiety will go away for you. And you can have fun playing this game. I remember, like, when I first started, and I was in, like, silver or gold league or something, and I got absolutely stomped for about 8 games in a row. I like punched a hole in my desk, like physically. I put my hand through my desk. I was so annoyed with this game. Came back 2 weeks later, won about 10 games in a row, and I was like, oh, I'm so happy now. And then I lost a couple more. It goes back and forth. But you finally work out what makes you so angry about it, or what gets you so afraid to play games. And then you know how to beat that. There's no real advice for it, is that you just find what works for you, and the sooner you do it, the sooner you can have fun. So that wraps it up for these 2 videos. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I haven't blabbered too much. As per usual, write in the comments below what you guys want to see. What kind of videos you want to see. If you want to see professional casts, if you want to see live action matches, whatever, write it down, let me know. And I shall see you guys next time.